Today on OnToReviews, I'm reviewing Whynter's 2-quart compressor ice cream maker. This one came in a champagne gold color, which I thought was really nice. I think it'll work well in a lot of kitchens out there. This currently goes for $280 on Amazon. It's less in cost than the Cuisinart 1.5 quart that I just reviewed. And we're gonna put this to the test and see how it works today. So let's get on to reviews. So another of my favorite ice cream flavors, which is very hard to find, is black sesame. So today I'm gonna make a black sesame ice cream. I found this black sesame paste from Rooted Fare. I'll link it below as well. This already has sugar in it, so I'm modifying my recipe a little bit that I found online, and we'll see how it turns out. And again, as you know, I do like making ice cream at home because you can modify the sugar content in your ice cream, and you don't have to go as sweet as most of the store-bought ice creams are. So to get started, we're gonna measure out 3/4 of a cup of heavy whipping cream. I'm gonna add a cup of whole milk to that, and we'll put that aside. And now we need half a cup of egg yolks, which as per the recipe is about 7 eggs. So the recipe calls for half a cup of turbino sugar, and I'm gonna use just about 1/3 of a cup to offset the sugar that's already in my sesame paste. So I'm gonna add the sugar and the egg yolks to my saucepan, and I'm gonna whisk that together. And now I'm going to slowly whisk in my cream and my milk. Now we're gonna simmer that on a low heat for about 8 minutes, and the recipe calls for an internal temperature of 155 degrees. I'm using my meter plus thermometer, which is really nice. You connect it to an app on your phone and you can walk away and you can get alerts for your temperature. So we're gonna monitor that until we reach 155 degrees. And now that I know that I'm at 155 degrees, I'm gonna bring out the immersion blender that I reviewed last week, and we are going to mix that together to get a nice black color and also to just break down the sesame seeds. So I'm going to strain that directly into the ice cream bucket, and the recipes in the manual, even though they're a warm custard base, don't require you to pre-chill this. I'm going to strain this through into the ice cream mixer because we want to just get some of that coarseness out of the consistency, and I don't want to waste any of the base here. So we're just going to get all of the rest of the base out of the saucer here, and then I'm just going to push it through the strainer so that we get all of the cream and the egg mixture through. I'm tempted to add the rest of the seeds at the end though, to get maybe like a little bit of a texture to the ice cream, but maybe in my second try I might add in the texture. I almost feel like it's a waste to get rid of all of this sesame. Let's grab this on the bottom here. So the base is now added to the container here. I'm just gonna pop that in. This has tabs on the side and a little opening, so you wanna line that up so that the lid will fit on top, just like the Cuisinart. I'm just gonna move this to the side here. You get one paddle, we'll just line it up in the center and just push it down. And then the lid has an opening on the top. We'll just do a little turn and lock there. Yeah, and that's pretty secure. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna hit the power button, and this is gonna default to 60 minutes. There is also a chill feature where the manual says that it'll default and chill for 10 minutes. It looks like when you select it in the menu, it defaults to 30 minutes. So we'll test that out at the end and see how that works. But for now, let's just turn this on. And there is an ice cream, yogurt, cooling only and mixing only setting. We're going to use ice cream. You see a frost decal that lets you know that it's going to chill, and then we're going to hit start. So the paddle is turning, and then we'll come back in an hour and we'll see how that looks, and then we're going to see how that cooling only feature works. It's supposed to automatically kick in for 10 minutes. I'm assuming you could probably set it for 30 if you wanted, or will it automatically kick in for 30 because the timer defaults to that? I'm not exactly sure how that will work, but we'll come back and we'll see how that is. Okay, an hour has passed and we've turned the ice cream. We'll see how the texture turns out. It says after 10 minutes, if you don't turn this off, it'll go into standby mode and start the cooling process. But I wanted to see what the consistency is before that happens. So they give you a scoop with this model, so that's kind of nice. So I'll just take the lid off here. All right, I'm just getting all the little last bits of ice cream out of the paddle. You don't want to waste any. Already, I will tell you that the consistency of this is actually quite firm. So I'm quite impressed with this ice cream maker so far. However, so far, this seems to be the closest to real store-bought ice cream consistency right out of the gate. I'm really impressed that this maker is reliable enough to allow you to just throw in a mixture warm and all, and it still gives you this hardened ice cream quality. But let's give this a try and see how it tastes. That's the most important part, right? That's good. It's not too sweet. You get that black sesame taste and a little bit of salt. I added a little bit more for like that salty sesame ice cream taste. Now, this is a unique flavor, not for everybody. So I let the default cooling setting run, and it does appear that after 10 minutes, you'll hear 3 beeps and then the system will turn off. But it gives you like a little bit of a grace period to keep your ice cream cool if you're busy doing something and couldn't get to it in time to get it into the freezer or to serve it right away. So overall, I'm pretty impressed with this unit. I like that the recipes and the manufacturer manual doesn't require you to pre-refrigerate your mixture. You can just go straight to making your ice cream, and that saves a lot of time. And I'm always a fan of that. I like that there is a champagne gold color that's offered. This is $280.99. It is less than the Cuisinart compressor unit that they sell currently on Amazon. I like that it's a 2-quart capacity. I think it's great that you can make a little bit more ice cream. It doesn't seem like the design spills over. However, this is 2 quarts versus the 1.5 quart that I put to the test, but it does seem like that's also a benefit. Even if you're not making 2 quarts of ice cream per se, it's got a deeper bin so the ice cream doesn't spill over and it doesn't become overly messy. And also the inside of this is streamlined. So the plastic mold is just one piece. So there's no little inner grooves. If ice cream does spill over, it would be easier to clean. You can't remove it, however, which I'm not a fan of. But again, the overall design of this, I'm not too concerned with. I don't believe it will overflow as long as you don't overfill this bucket. What's also nice about this is you get extra features, which is that cooling mechanism. So you can have this cooled for 10 minutes extra. You can also set it to cool for 30 minutes manually if you want to. So if you did make ice cream fresh for guests at a dinner party per se, or your kid's birthday, you can have this sitting out on the counter for 30 minutes and you can just scoop and serve straight out of the bucket. So overall, I'm impressed with this product. I like the color, the streamlined design. It is quite heavy. You do have to find space for this somewhere in your kitchen or your garage. But the overall mechanism and functionality of this ice cream maker was impressive. I think it's worth your money. You wouldn't waste it if you were to purchase this and you're serious about making ice cream. We'll have one more video coming up head-to-head with Cuisinart's compressor ice cream maker using the same recipe, and we'll see if, in fact, this is the better investment. So thanks for tuning in to OnToReviews. I hope this was helpful for you. Subscribe if you'd like to see more. I'll link below the playlist for all the ice cream makers if you want to check those out and some of the recipes that we've been making all week. Stay tuned for more, and we'll see you soon.